Yo, what up, guys? Welcome to CypherBeastTV. Today, we got a B-boy, an organizer all the way from Taiwan, BBoy Bojin. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Tony? What's up? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, how about you?
Good, good. Thank you.
Good, good.
If some of you that don't know, he's been in the game since 1993 and has done some amazing events that we've seen and been to. One of them is Taipei BBoy City. Highly suggest YouTubing him or check out his website at BBoyBojin.com. I'll link that all in the description below. But Bojin, tell me, how did you get started into breaking?
Yeah, that's okay. Long story short, when I was young, I used to like to fight, like with many kids when they were young. So, I have a very big idol, which is Bruce Lee.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So I start to, I start to learn some little stuff from Bruce Lee. Then I think that was in 1993, 1994. I was in elementary school, and my father, he bought me a tap, a tap.
Mhm.
And that tap is from a boys group called LA Boys, which means Los Angeles Boys. There are, there were three Taiwanese that came from Los Angeles, and they bring back the culture, the street dance,
Oh,
and
wow.
also their songs, their raps. So, um, actually, my father, he wants me to learn English from their lyrics. But
Oh, okay.
who knows? I totally, I was totally fall in love with their, how they look at their outfit, their outlookings, and their, um, like how they dance. So
Hmm.
through then, I start to, I start to then breaking. So during that time, I then breaking, from those, VHS. You know what's that, right? VHS,
Yeah, VHS,
like
the cassette tapes.
like, yeah, and those, music video. So like one VHS, sometimes there are one or two music videos, right? So in those music video, um, sometimes you can see one or two, like big breaking move. For example, like
Mm.
windmill or something, like just like specific, move.
Yeah.
So you just try to, play and turn it back and play again, then turn it back and play again. Try to learn that move. That was how I start learning breaking. Yeah, that was 1993, 1994. Yeah,
Nice.
then yeah, and then yeah, like how usually a b-boy start their break life. Like practice, competing, and traveling from,
Uh-huh.
back in the day, we don't say we are athletes. We don't say we are athletes. We say we are b-boy, we are breaker.
Right, yeah.
And so you just battle and compete everywhere, and then, by the by by getting older, and you start to judge some competition, and also
Oh,
traveling,
right.
start to teach. Then when you see something inspiring, so you start to organize something, try to give it back to the community. And so you start to organize some event. I mean, I start to organize some event, some project. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think I've been more than 70 countries, traveling more than 70 countries because of breaking,
Wow.
and judging like more than 500 event, and organize more than 100 competitions, Battle of the Year, Freestyle Session, Battle Pro, Taipei BBoy City, World of Dance, Just the Blue, everything, like, yeah, I organized so many things before. Yeah, then, until like 2 years before, uh, I became the position of leading breaking into Olympics. So yeah, that's
Wow.
that's that's probably me. And now I'm I'm still competing, but like fighting sport. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm still a martial art fighters, and I'm 43 years old now. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Awesome. That's really
yeah,
good. Let me
yeah.
foreshadow a
That's
little bit. So that
pretty
was a
much.
lot of input from then to there. A lot of things you've done. You're talking about you've been to 70 countries, 100 judgings or 500. You said a lot of big numbers, right? And out here, a lot of us in the states, or some of us that are trying to get to do bigger things within our dance and the community, right? So you kind of stepped into it. So when you first started, you fell in love with it, you got hungry, you started battling, competing a lot, and through that, you felt the need to give back by organizing events, competitions, but not just like local competitions. These are some world class, high profile competitions. You just said, and so most of us seen it on YouTube, especially from the States, and also been there, right? And so this is awesome. This is really good. I think some of the biggest ones down here. The biggest one I've been in the States is freestyle session, the silverback competitions, and so outskirting to internationally. These competitions is well renowned, especially Battle of the Year. That's a classic. That was I seen videos when I was learning and growing up, and so man, that's really good. You did mention Bruce Lee, mixed martial arts or martial arts. What type of style are you doing? I think some on your YouTube. Is it like kind of like kickboxing, or what kind of mixed martial arts are you doing currently?
Oh, you mean now, right?
Right now, yeah.
Actually, yeah, I was practicing kung fu before, like, like, Bruce Lee. Actually, he inspired me, like street fighting skill, and then inspire me, to start breaking.
Uh-huh.
And then 10 years ago, yeah, 10 years ago, I think 10 years ago, then I from breaking, then go back to, learning, kung fu by the official way again, So I think 10 years ago, I started learning Tai Chi, Tai Chi Chen,
Oh wow.
Tai Chi, yeah, Tai Chi. So through Tai Chi Chen, I also, did some research and training for some more, let's say, 内家拳, it's like more inside style. Let's say, 八卦, Tai Chi, 八卦, Tongbei. All of this, they are, traditional Kung Fu, traditional martial art, It's different like Wushu. Different. But in Wushu, you can see some form of Tai Chi, 八卦, or Tongbei. You can see, but it's different. Wushu is more about like performance. And what I was doing is I tried to, I was how to say, like I was stuck. I was stuck by breaking, like I don't know how to level up of my breaking. So that's why I went to learn other stuff, which was which which was I really want to get those skill and those knowledge being a long time. So that's why I start Tai Chi Chuan, start this traditional Kung Fu. Then I think few years ago, maybe, let me see, 6 years ago. Yeah, I think 6 years ago, I start to think about how to use this Kung Fu on fighting, because I believe many people, they are curious how to use this. Because when you see Tai Chi, it's kind of like, slow, slow. It's slow.
Yes.
So you start to think about, and you start to have some double, like, okay, are this skill really useful on fighting? So so then I went to a dojo and I start to learn Muay Thai and kickboxing, like what you see, Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA, and also jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Then, after you start to really learn this fighting sport, that's a modern fighting, modern fighting sport. You can say like this. So you start to realize, okay, so this movement of Tai Chi, I can take this into fighting, take this into the fighting competition. Okay, I can use this skill. So you can start to, like compare, and you can start to have some example, and then you realize, okay, Kung Fu, you can really use this skill on
Yeah.
on those, like fighting, So, but not at, I mean, how to say, like, then more benefit. What's more benefit on me? After I learned this, I feel like my breaking style, it's like, it got me like, oh, I got some new inspiration, but I didn't, I didn't mix it on purpose. Just, just like very naturally, like
Naturally.
naturally the fusion by nature, and those skill into your, into your body, then like uh, how you throw your body and those movement, then it's becoming a new style of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then that's what I feel. So that's why even now, even before this interview, I just finished my training, but it's not breaking. It's just some kung fu or some my personal drill. So yeah, that's.
Good.
Well, I forgot what's your question. Sorry,
Right,
I
right. No,
forgot.
no.
Yeah.
You said it in a good way because, like, what I was trying to say was like, your mixed martial art. There's a saying, we've seen. There's a couple of movies actually in the states that say, kung fu or martial art is like dancing, and so relating them two together by like maybe the fundamentals, the movements, like you're saying, how you do the slow motion. Was it? It's Tai Chi, Taipei,
Tai Chi, Tai Chi.
and how you naturally move with dancing with it, right? And you're
Yeah.
mixing together and fusion it together, which is amazing stuff. And trying to understand from discipline to the movements, how they apply together. So it's really cool that you're doing both, and it's helping you evolve as a dancer as well, learning the martial arts stuff. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It affect me a lot, and not on purpose. That's the. I think that's the point. For me, like I was like, because breaking is like really, like, hard. Like especially like original Bronx style.
yeah,
But what I learned kung fu is, so you you get chill. You get chill. You get chill, and you take your time to to
better.
move your body different. So
Yeah, more body
yeah, it
control.
affect me a lot, really.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah.
that's cool.
Mm.
Nice, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I was curious about it, mixed martial arts, and then applying it and figuring out how to naturally move with it, which is great. Um, cool.
Yeah.
Let's dive into.
And next
So
week,
yeah,
oh no 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 no, I just
you
want to
said next
say
week.
next weekend I have a fight.
Oh, you got an
Yeah,
upcoming
next weekend
fight.
I have a
Oh,
fight.
okay, okay,
So yeah.
okay. So
So
what's the
if you
competitor?
guess, can I fight? Let's see.
Okay, okay. So you've
Yeah,
done
yeah.
competitions in dance and breaking, and you're currently getting to Muay Thai, mixed martial art, and you're competing, like fighting other people, competition.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, is it the competitive
Yeah.
aspect that you drive from? You love doing, from breaking competition. Now you're doing fighting competitions. Always kind of like that competitive aspect, right? So, and it makes that's cool. That's cool. Uh,
Yeah,
it's
I like battle. Yeah.
battle. Good, good. No, that's great. I met
Yeah,
people that
I
love
mean
to
I like
battle,
battle, so
and
that's why yeah, I like battle.
I think battle is great too. It makes you better. What you learn from, if you fail from it or don't win, you learn from it and do better next time, and next time, and it keeps growing. Good, good.
Yeah.
Right now is November 1st, where as we're airing this, as we're recording the podcast right now, and you said in a week from now you have your competition. So with the editing and stuff, it'll probably take me about a week or two, roughly, to post it live. And so it might be a little delayed from your fight. But the people that are listening and viewers, go check it out. Check it out. Type in BBoy Bojin, Google or YouTube, and there's a lot of content out there. And so, and as you're learning from Yarlo and Taiwan, so there's a language barrier as you're learning English, and so bear with the language barrier there. And I think you're doing really good with the English, and
Thank you,
close.
thank you.
So, I really want to get into the so next topic I would like to get into is event planning, organizing. So you have helped organize a lot of jams that we looked up to today, as we mentioned, Battle of the Year, Roar Classic Dance, so many different things, right? And so, what does it take to organize those type of events? Because a lot of the biggest issue I think I see here, especially where I live, is like the funding is like the first thing, funding, organizing. You got to find the judges, you got to find hosts, you got to find maybe sponsors or something, to help fund it, other type of things. So if I didn't know how to throw an event, what advice would you give to somebody if they're trying to throw their first event?
Well, when we say organize, so first off, if you want to organize some really good things, the first thing you need to learn is you must learn how to organize yourself, like everything. Since we say organize, since we say organizer, so that means when you organize these things, you are organizing for serving people, like how people they feel when they come to this this event. You want it to be like, I mean, it's also it's depend on you want it to be like a jam. You want it to be like a dance event, a breaking competition, a cultural event, a sport event. It's depend on what type you are looking for. And also your goal, your intention, your purpose, and who you want them to come, your target. So you first of all you need to make it clear. So that's why I say before you organize something, you need to organize yourself, everything, your daily life, your, like what I've just mentioned, you're thinking about this event or this gen. So, and also it's not only applying in organized event, it's applying in any, type of our life, our daily life, And
Yeah.
funding, when we say funding, I think, like we all know Taiwan is like this one, and this one, I mean,
Uh huh.
our land, our land is like this one, Yeah, our country, and even in politic ways, some maybe some people probably don't think we are a country, Uh,
Mm.
but anyway, we are like, like this small one, and our foundation, so now we are not like a rich country, or
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any rich background, I came from countryside. So how you how you how you get starting to learn funding, writing proposal, and to have some goal or some vision on doing this event, So, it's really depend on, I will say all of this is just give you an example or reference or some tips for you to get starting to organize event. But the core thing is what I just mentioned. You must organize yourself. You need to sort out all of this thinking. Why you are doing, why? Why you are doing,
Yeah.
why you are doing Olympics event? Why you are doing this qualification? Why? You need the reason, If your reason is, no, I just want to get money, then I will say, please don't organize this event because you probably will not, like get what you want, So yeah, I think, that's that's the most important one I want to say. You need to
Yeah.
organize your thinking first, sorting out why you are doing, Why? You want to get famous? You want to get credit? Or you want to serve this community? Or you saw something, you get inspired, and you want to do it by your own? Because, it's like making a movie, You saw something, oh damn, I want to make a movie. Or you saw something, you get inspired. Okay, I want to write a song. It's like this, Why I was doing this event? because I have a vision. I have a vision. And that vision is not just about benefit or money. Should we say that vision is not just about profit or money,
Right. Yeah.
It's much bigger than what you think, something meaningful behind this, but it could be small, I want to organize a gym because I love that freedom of breaking and I want to bring that to the community. I want everyone come to this gym, enjoy the music, enjoy the graffiti, enjoy the vibe and enjoy what guests I invite. And those guests bring this knowledge to these spectators, to these people who who are um who are coming to learn. So it could be big,
Yeah.
it could be small. It doesn't need to, it's not mandatory. You must organize big event. No. It could be a small, small jam and with good vibe. So it could be, many approach.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely a lot of
Am
approach. I
I
think the
answering
key.
your question, right? I
Oh man, no, that's good. I think the big nugget.
Okay, cool.
I can tell by your passion. I can tell by your feel, how you're speaking it. For the viewers that might not see it, this is on YouTube where it's video, but during Apple Podcasts and Spotify, it's audio. But I can see you. I can see how you're passionate about it, right? And you said one key nugget, which is like organize yourself. If you're not
Organize
organized
yourself.
yourself, how are you going to be organized throwing events or other perspective things, right? And so I think that's an amazing thing, that you said. It kind of tells me that, that you got to get yourself good and organized before you can move on to do other things. So you got to be, that's amazing stuff right there. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Man, that's dope. And how you mentioned, you said you have been throwing these events. You started from the ground up. You didn't have a big funding in the beginning. You started these competitions from the ground up, figuring it out, organizing, and you slowly, got better and better at doing it, right? And so those reps, learning it, organize events, you get better and better. Oh, I know what to do now. I know what to do. Kind of like breaking, right? You learn the fundamentals and basics, and then, but yes, no, that's golden nugget, man. I love it. Like right there, organize yourself is perfect. Man, that's good. It's good stuff. Wow,
Thank you.
I forgot what I was
Thank
saying
you.
now. I had a question right before that, but yeah, from those events and throwing, and then I know you said that you help organize with like the Olympics and stuff and the chair, but like you mentioned the vision, right? Yes, it's not you're helping the community. It's not just profits. I mean, that's also a bonus, right? If you can make a little bit to help fund it and help you keep doing it long term, right? That's always a plus. But helping the community and building it and raising the bars to see what levels can you take it. And it's just got to the Olympics, which is probably one of the biggest bars in the world. People see Olympic, and see down the road how can we raise the bar on top of that now. If you're people that are not generally in the scene, our scene is those bigger jams. For me, it's like the freestyle sessions, the battle of the year. Those are IBE. Those are like the top tier. But for the general audience that see is the Olympic sports. So perfect, man. No, this is good stuff. Thank you for that. And then you mentioned earlier prior, you said B-boys, B-girls, breaking. Now it's getting more towards the athletic field, athletes. And with the evolvement of, from your growth from 93 till now, it is I was gonna actually say 93 to infinity because it just keeps growing, right? Breaking will
That's the
keep
song.
evolving. Yeah, 93 to infinity. So,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
years growing up.
I love the song too. Uh,
And so, break, it keeps evolving, getting better. We keep raising the bar, and I can see where it says athlete because you see some of the top tiers, Victor, 671, all these. They're doing a lot of power moves, a lot of crazy stuff, and it's hard. It's hard, Once it's not easy to do, and so I think that's where the athletic part goes in. It's more of a sport at that time. You got art mixed with sport. Breaking is so cool, so cool. I love it, and what would you say will be the most challenging and rewarding?
like those cultural events, what I was doing, like Taipei BBoy City or those like freestyle session, battle beer, world of dance, whatever. Those we call cultural event, right? Because those event
Mhm.
is kind of like before Olympics, right? Before Olympics movement. But when we talk about Olympics movement, Olympic qualification event, wow, that's different. It's totally different, like it will blow your mind, like, okay, so now we talk about those original cultural event, what I was doing. Yeah, to be honest, the biggest challenge is always about funding, like
Mhm.
I can say what I was losing, those money, I can buy a house in the
Wow.
center of Taipei. Yeah, I was like losing. Yeah, I was losing a lot of money of doing
Right.
this event because like to do it to organize an event, it's not just about okay, you have an idea, you want to organize it. No, you need to bear all the responsibility. This responsibility is not only about throwing money and on this production or those special guests, judges, blah blah blah. The responsibility is you are doing this, and many people they are coming for what are you are doing, and you is expect after this event they they can they can bring something, they can bring good memory, they can bring um some story after this event,
Mm.
and which is the outcome what you just mentioned, the outcome. So when you do this event, you always don't know how much budget you have because it's depend on if you can get sponsors or not, you know. And
Mhm.
as a b-boy, as a breaker, we all know like how we grow up, like I think every breaker or every breaker, um, every breaker doing, I mean, for all the organizer, also organizer, I think
Mhm.
we all are the same, like we don't have like, we don't have, we never have, okay, I have a lot of money, so I want to doing this event. No, it's like, like what I say, okay, first of all, you organize your thinking, okay, you want to do something. Then you want to do something, you start to make a proposal, you start to make a plan. Then you start to look for sponsor. And by the timing is getting closer to the event, sometimes you might still, you know, not find sponsor yet, So that means, okay, you need to pay by yourself. So that's why I say responsibility. Responsibility is very important. How much responsibility you want to bear? It's relate with how much budget you probably will spend on this event. And sometimes compare with your sponsor, it's enough or it's not enough, then you lose money, So that's why
Right.
every time, like, okay, I want doing this, I want to make this video, um I want to provide good hotels for the judges, for the special host. I want to do the after party, and I don't want to sell ticket. I want everyone enjoy it, and I want everyone to get free food or blah blah blah. Like it's depend on how much you want to give it back. Like what I mentioned. What we are doing is not it's not 100% commercial at all. Sometimes it's underground, but sometimes underground could be also commercial. So it's really depend on, okay, what type you want set up, you want set up. So for me, the biggest challenge is always about funding, because I want to do it good. I don't, if I do event is for money, okay, I will say I prefer to do other business. That would be
Right.
more easier, you know. So yeah, but doing Olympics event is different logic. It's different logic. It's totally different. Yeah, I think it's more challenging. Yeah, it's more challenging. It's even much harder. Yeah, I would say like this.
Okay. Yeah. So another beast you're trying to figure out and to do. Um, y- wow, that's good. That's good stuff. I think most of us, like I've thrown events here. I think in my first event, we're paying at door, right? And it was just my funding out of pocket. First event, broke even. Second event, I lost a little money. My third event I lost a little bit more money. I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I want to do it no more, and stuff, because you lose funding. It's not as motivating, because you at least you want to try to break even so you could pay the judges, pay this and this and this, and make sure they're good, right? And it's not like you mentioned. You said throwing money. Yes, you can have a budget, but if you're not organized, you can go under what you're supposed to currently break even, and that can make you or break you, because down the road it's like, well, if I want to throw this event, how do I throw another one down the road? Not just one event. Oh, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. But you want to at least have a good time. For you as an organizer, have the people have a good time, and they got to understand that you're not there to just throw money, pay for great judges, great guests, hotels, make sure they have a great experience, right? But you wanted how to do that and then do it again, so you can to keep doing it. And so some of the viewers that don't know might not know organizing events. So this podcast might be really great for you to give a better perspective of events and planning and stuff, because it takes a lot of organizations to do it, which is great. And so and you mentioned you throw some big jams, and now you're trying to figure out the Olympics down the road. And so that's cool, man. And you said another thing, commercial. You said somewhere underground and commercial. When you say commercial, it doesn't seem like big commercial, but you still have to advertise, kind of put out flyers and still promote it so people know, right? And then maybe some of those promotions can look almost commercialized, because there's good video promos or flyers look really good, right? And stuff. And so what would you say for when you're promoting a jam? Would you do what steps would you do? Like, you got the flyers, you got video content from maybe either your previous event, or if it's a brand new fresh start, how would you start by promoting it?
You mean the promote? You mean promotion, right?
Yeah,
If
let's.
you like, uh, if you, it's also depend on international promotion or domestic promotion, and
Oh, okay.
also who, what's your target? Like I say, you want promote to the general public, or you want promote to breakers or those hip hop lover. You know, so okay, for example, like okay, since the podcast is based on USA, let's take freestyle session as an example. And yeah, I believe Cross One he will not mind. So uh, freestyle session for me it's one of the biggest breaking event, like hip hop event in the state. For me,
Yeah.
freestyle session is very I mean, it's it's underground, it's underground. But sometimes it could be commercial as well. Why not? When you have some marketing strategy, you know, and when global breakers they knew this, branding, they knew this brand. Every year, everyone expect, okay, I'm going to freestyle session, Okay, so it's it's for like this. In my how to say, in my opinion,
Experience.
I call this is I call this is okay, the best underground, the best underground event. But when I say commercial, like what I just mentioned, if you put this best underground event into commercial way, why not? It could be, it could be, and it could be win-win, because more general public, they will start to see, and they will start to learn how to watch breaking event, and also they can see something different from their perspective, So, and I mean, for me, underground is like, okay, every breakers, they all knew this, and they would like to go, And for breakers, they love it. They
Yeah,
love to
I
go.
get. I get
They
it.
they want it.
Okay.
You get it, For me, that we call it ska underground, but I'm not sure how American use the terms, So for me,
Right.
we
Right.
usually say, oh man, this is underground. This is so cool. I want to go, But meanwhile, this kind of underground, you can put you can combine your commercial approach and make it bigger. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Right.
And this is what I exactly put all of this logic in Olympics. That's because for general public, for the normal people, I'm not meaning B-boy, B-girls, or any, street dancer. I mean, normal people, for example, like that employee of convenience store, the boss of that restaurant, or the grandma of the supermarket. Everyone knew Olympics breaking, That's commercial.
Yeah.
For me, we call that commercial strategy. But in that event, you can still feel, damn, the boombox outlook. Damn, the music is original. breaking, classic music. The battle was insane. It was fire, like it, it's not something else. This is breaking. For me, okay, this is the good sample. Underground with commercial approach, commercial way. You know what I mean, right? Because sometimes
Yes, I get what
culture
you're saying.
culture different, language barrier. Sometimes I don't know if my terms is the same as how you use. So that's why I use these two terms like underground, commercial. So sorry, I forgot what's the question.
Yeah,
I
no,
forgot
no.
what's
Talking
the
about
question.
organizing. No, it's good, good. So
Okay.
we're talking about commercial promoting, right? And so, for example, like
Yeah.
freestyle
Yeah.
session, it's
Commercial promoting. Okay.
technically underground because of all the hip hop heads, all the breakers, all the popper locking. They will be there. But as for general public of people coming to watch, might be not as commercial for them to come view it, right? Where you mentioned the grandma mother from the mom and pop shop where they would know. But if it's commercial wise, oh, they like Olympics for example, right? You said they will know, and so no, I understand for some of the viewers. Let's just I guess break it down. It's just the event, meaning by underground, all the local hip hop artists and dancers will be there, and then for more commercial, more of the general public will know, will be there and will understand a little bit more. Just for simplify it for the viewers, people are listening, right? And so, man, no, that's some great stuff, man. You've been in the game for quite a while and doing this. I think you've done amazing things. Let's dive into some of your creativity. I see on social media, YouTube, you're a big Dragon Ball Z fan, or
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z. Yeah, yeah. What creativity in your mind um, has that? Does that help you be a little creative in your dance?
I think Dragon Ball is not only inspire. I I don't know. Maybe it inspire
Uh-huh.
my dance. Maybe not. But I would say Dragon Ball was the way. I mean, Dragon Ball inspired me the way before Bruce Lee. Because I
Mm,
I start to to watch the comic since maybe 7 or 8 years old, and that comic inspired my life. Especially the main character Goku. His
yeah.
philosophy and his mentality really inspired me a lot. And I even will say it helped me pass through many challenge when I was doing Olympics. So I always think of his, he like Goku. He's a optimist, right? Optimist,
Optimistic.
optimist,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
optimist. Yeah, always positive. Always positive, and always accept all the new challenge, and never try to get credit if he done
Mm,
something. And even he saved the world, but he never tried to fight for any credit. So I would say, yeah, this comic, this Dragon Ball really inspired me, and many people, I believe many people inspire their life. So I remember this year, I think when I heard the news, the writer, the founder of Dragon Ball,
mm,
um, he passed away in I forgot, in February or in March. And during that
yeah,
time,
yeah.
I was in Egypt. in the hotel, and I start to remember all the memory, in my brain, and that was midnight in Egypt. So I just, I just take my pen and start to, draw some Dragon Ball on my notebook, on my book. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
cause I don't know, like I think to many people, this Dragon Ball is very important, like got very important position in my mind, or even in many people's mind. And so that's why,
Yeah.
okay, when I start to plan Taipei BBoy City with my team, yeah, actually I was so busy. I was so busy for Olympics qualification in the past 2 years. I have no time to deal with my own event, even Taipei BBoy City. So I just saw idea. Okay,
Mm.
this year Taipei BBoy City 2024. Let's do something for the writer of Dragon Ball. So let's do this topic. Let's do in memory of Akira Toriyama.
Oh,
Then
okay.
so that's why you start to see some Taipei BBoy City promotion combined with some Dragon Ball, creativity. Some Super Saiyan, some Vegeta suit, and yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
cool.
the story where it came from, so yeah.
That's
I'm
awesome.
kind of like I got many inspiration from those Japanese manga, you know
Hmm.
and I also I also love a lot of superhero, Marvel superhero. So, you know yeah, and that's why there's a important quote of mine, and also um, of Spider-Man, which is with great power comes great responsibility. And
Mm.
this quote inspired me a lot and affect me a lot. I know I have the power, so I need I know someone has to do it. That's the
Hmm.
responsibility, as a senior breaker, as a senior organizer. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah. Respect to everything you've done so far. It's amazing stuff. Definitely show the world of organizing and challenges you've been through and showing it, bringing it back, to into the breaking scene. All the events that cultural events that we look up to. So yeah. Oh man, that's good stuff.
Thank you,
Yeah, I
thank
kind
you.
of noticed that from the Taipei BBoy City, all the Dragon Ball stuff. I remember seeing you guys did a. It was it a battle? You guys were all dressed in Vegeta costume.
Yeah, yeah, that was I think you saw a battle, like I did a fusion with my opponent, right? You
Mm-hmm.
saw that?
This.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Stance.
That was that was random. That was random because we all, like my team, we all wear like Vegeta, like the suit of Saiyajin,
Uh
like Vegeta suit, But our opponent, he is also the fans of Dragon Ball, so he tried to do like fusion, and I was like, okay, I got to respond, so I got to this. That's
yeah.
random. That's good memory. That's a good one. Yeah, yeah.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Are there any other inspiration? Is there anything else that inspires you?
Yeah, like I said, I got inspired by many superhero. Like I say, I love
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man, and I love Japanese superhero. I'm not sure if you know, like Mask Rider. Like every
Oh.
Japanese superhero, they ride specific motorcycle. So it affect me, like I become a rider. Yeah, I love motorcycle. I love motorcycle. I got so many inspiration by this superhero. So I believe, maybe it's kind of like, how to say, I don't know how to say in English like this way, but it should like, I want to do the right thing, you know, in my life. Um, no matter what, no matter, I just,
Mm.
I don't know. I just want to do, like those right thing and, like, but I know it's kind of childish, but
Mm-hmm.
I will say I'm kind of justice, like I'm kind of like uh, kind of like
You're like the
with,
superhero in your book, your story,
yeah, something like
your
that,
journey.
like
Yeah.
I, yeah, I really, persist, to be like justice, like should I say like this? Like justice is very important, I feel, yeah, because,
Mm.
yeah, like my background is not so easy. I came from, like I say, came from ghetto. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would like to do the right thing, whole my life. And except those superhero. Actually, in USA, there are few people, they inspire me a lot. And yeah, and one is my good friend. I'm not sure if you know Power Surge from Bay Area,
Oh yeah.
from San
Oh yeah.
Francisco.
Yeah. I did a
Power
podcast with him
Surge,
not a little bit ago.
yeah, Power Surge, and my teacher Ken Swift, and
Mm-hmm.
also Cross One. Yeah, these three
Yeah.
people from USA, they inspire me a lot. Like um, since you knew I'm doing some project, been like more 15 years, which is BBoy City project. It related with Taipei BBoy City. Like every year we go to one specific country, and we spend the money from our pocket and throw event out there and try to develop the local community. And 1 week before or after the event, we will do some outreach in that country, and teaching
Mm-hmm.
some free workshop, teaching breaking, teaching hip hop, and teaching them graffiti or painting in those orphanage or like mountain school.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while, and it was inspired by Power Surge. Yeah, it was inspired, by his event all the way live. Yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's true, it's true.
Wow.
If not him, I never know I can do such things to contribute this world, this society by what I'm good at, by breaking, like you never before I met Power Search, I never know, okay, I can do something like contribute to this world by my breaking, by my dance. You never, you never, you never know, So after met him, and after doing some project with him, then that's why I start to build Taipei BBoy City. I start to build all of this project, and we went to Nepal, Bhutan, Central America, Latino America, Africa, Myanmar, Vietnam, Philippines, everywhere, mountain area. Like, I even cannot calculate how many place we went. It's a lot. Yeah, it's all about, like the inspiration what Power Search it brought to me. And also
Wow.
uh like crazy, like I met Ken Sweet in what my age now. You know, now
Oh,
I'm 43,
okay.
and I met him when he was 43. That's crazy, right?
Oh,
That's
really?
crazy.
Wow. That is crazy.
15 years ago, I invite him to Taiwan. Yeah, because I was doing all the way live in Taiwan. I was doing Power Search, his event in Taiwan, all the way live Taiwan in 2009. And yeah, it's like you just mentioned the question, how you get funding, like, yeah, I tried to, in 2009, I tried to combine with the government project. So I
Mm-hmm.
use those funds from government to throw this all the way like Taiwan. And yeah, invite Ken Sui come to Taiwan. That was his first time to Taiwan. And and that was an important moment to me because, like what I just mentioned,
Yeah.
we all are breakers without any background. So I grew up as the same as each of you. Practice, training, competing, battling, and become teacher, become role model, and start to judge, and then start to organize event. Like in all of this, um, in all of this process, no matter how many champion you got, no matter how many international event you got, and you still you still hustle. Like you need to teach, you need to practice, you need to work, you need to try to get fun to organize what you want to do. It's not easy, bro. You know, it's
Yeah.
you need to you always need to do many things, not just one thing. I will say now I think because Olympic, many breakers, they really got benefit because they probably in
Mm-hmm.
some country, like really it's true. For example, like in Taiwan or in Japan, like for breakers, like top breakers, yes, you probably only need to take about your skill, your breaking, then you can have income. You can have income because the sports
Mm-hmm.
ministry of the government of the country, they pay you, they even pay you a coach, they pay you a physio, they pay you, like all of this. But back in the day, we don't have, and we
Right.
never thought breaking can go this far. you know we
Mm-hmm.
never thought. you know so um okay, let's back to the topic. Okay, so I met Ken Sui in 2009, and that was my important moment. Why? Because I want
Yeah.
to quit breaking. I want to quit to dance because, like what I said, it's very hard. You need to practice,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to work, and you need to organize your event, and you need to manage the studio. You need to think about the marketing strategy. You need to um, you need to have multiple meetings every day, and you need to you always need to hustle in your life. So that time I want to quit dance, I want to quit to break. you know so
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
That's why I asked Kenny, like I really love breaking, but I feel it's so exhausting to do so many things in different aspect for breaking. But I really love dancing. I really love breaking. And what's your opinion? And Kenny, he told me, like, if you love breaking, and now you are,
Mm-hmm.
that was, I was 28 years old. I was 20. Now you are 28 years old.
Yeah.
If you love breaking and you don't dance now, when you gonna dance? When you have chance to dance. And this simple conversation opened my mind. I was like, oh yeah, if I love breaking. So that's why I'm doing this event. So that's why I do studio and I teach because I love breaking. It's not about because I love money. It's because I love breaking. And now I'm at this age. If I don't do now, when I gonna do? I was 28 and now I'm 43 years old. Even now, bro, I still think I will keep dancing. I will keep fighting. I will keep doing something. I can still available, not wait for getting old or not wait for, any, um, any age restriction to tell you, no, you are too old. Now you cannot do it. You cannot do it anymore. No, So Kenny,
Right. Yeah.
that time he opened my mind. It's true, So Ken Sui was my biggest inspiration for breaking, and also, yeah, he's my mentor, my teacher, and yeah, I try to bring him to Taiwan, every year for to see if um to see if it could inspire more people like how Kenny inspired me in 2009, So, because I think this is very important, for me, I think hip hop culture in breaking education, especially this, this kind of mental education is so important, in, ethics aspect. I think so important,
Yeah.
Because I don't think kids or teenagers, I don't think they just need to only learn how to break and how to do the crazy move or, whatever. I think they need to learn, like how to, I don't know how to say, like those, code, should I say code of content? Those
Code
code
of
thing,
ethics, maybe.
code of like 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 code of content, like ethics, those things, and mentality, and concept, all of those things, because really, some people, if you ask him what's hip hop 4 element, what's hip hop 5 element, some people
Right.
like I mean some kids
Yeah.
they don't know, they don't know. But I think this is, I mean, yeah, I think they need they need education, like this in their mental. Yeah. And also, cross one freestyle session, yeah, and yeah, he also inspired me a lot, for doing the event, for throwing the gem, because cross one, he is a kind person and he's, freestyle, yeah. And I'm very, I'm a person so organized, but sometimes I need some freestyle, freestyle element,
Yeah.
into my personality. Because if sometimes you are too organized, I mean, yeah, it's good, but too organized and too serious and too, too much, sometimes you get sick, you get sick, in your mental.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
For sure.
I saw something from Cross One, and because like I say, I was doing freestyle session Taiwan, and also cross one and with him doing something, and we used to we used to organize undisputed event together as well. So we share some knowledge, we share some experience, we share some la, la, life moment. Yeah, he also inspired me a lot. Yeah, like, so yeah,
Man, that's fire.
yeah. I think like how like the quote of hip hop, like how we usually say, like each one teach one, like this.
Fire, yeah. Yep, each one teach one. Wow, that's amazing. Like you're saying, storytelling or education, not just in people's stories and education through breaking, and it can help you elevate your mindset to either what you're looking for or hit next level of different things and challenges you go through. So yeah, definitely education and people's what they've been through and learning from coach mentors and stuff. It's really good for you and the knowledge to know and helps you evolve as a person as well. And so wow, man, that's great stuff. Wow. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, it definitely. You mentioned Power Surge. I met him. He's great. He's awesome. Ken Swift, Cross One. Yeah. So, and as a life thing, you don't know who you run into, who you meet, who you talk to, and some of these people can be very inspiring and show you a different perspective on different things, and that can help you or elevate you or your knowledge to do different things. Like you mentioned, organizing, but then you also got the freestyle. Sometimes if you keep too organized and it falls apart, doesn't go your way, that's where the freestyle jumps in and how you gotta make it work. So good, man. That's dope. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Nice, man. I think right here I'm gonna slowly wrap it up here. I think we're at a good point. But you got any future projects? Anything built up in the horizon? Anything you're working on down the road? I mean, I guess you have a lot you're working on. The WDSF. You got other things and more events every year coming. So,
What do you mean down the road?
like 3 months from now, 12 months from now, do you have anything you're working on right now that
Okay, down the road,
for future?
down the road.
Future. Yeah, like
Okay,
future. Yeah.
okay, okay. You can say down the road,
Down the road, yes. Down the
down the
road's
road.
a
Okay,
slang.
then
So it's a slang saying
that.
for future. Are
Okay,
you
cool, cool,
working
cool.
on anything future that you want to
Down
say
the
on
road.
the
Okay, okay,
podcast?
cool. I learn now. It's like stand. It's like a weak in the knees. Okay, down the road, weak in the knee.
Down the road. Yeah,
Something like
yeah.
this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's
down the
English
road.
slang
Okay,
meaning for future. Are you working on anything future
okay.
that you want to speak about?
Um, not really. Just like, mm, like, um, I mean, in the past 2 years, what I'm doing, and people they film and they put together to become a documentary, and
Okay.
not sure if this documentary will be on, Netflix or any uh, platform. Not sure, but I think um, I I'm looking forward to seeing this documentary because I didn't see it yet, But uh, but you probably can see
Yeah.
um you probably can see some photo or see some clips from my Instagram, my social media, that documentary, that movie, that cinema combined with my breaking, my martial art, and how me and our team lead breaking into Olympics in this past few years.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like if you gonna use the English to describe this cinema, uh, yeah, I think from kung fu to breaking, from street
Uh-huh.
to Olympics, we break the rule, we change it again, something like
Mm,
this. Yeah, it's kind of like maybe not, maybe yes. English documentary name, but maybe not because it's
okay.
too long. But maybe yes, because that's the meaning. That's the meaning. From kung fu to breaking, from street
Right.
to Olympics, we break the rule, we change it again.
Yeah.
And also, my book. Yeah, there's a writer. She's writing my biography, and like what I just mentioned, my original life. I mean, my childhood was not so easy. Yeah, and yeah, it was not so. I'm I'm just like
Right. Right.
I I
So kind of
I don't have like yeah yeah kind of like really like from nothing, no, like from nothing became something. So I don't know uh what what precision, what I mean, I don't know what level could be of
hmm
this book or this cinema, but I'm also, I'm
but it
looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, so I think that's
okay.
the two of big thing um I want to achieve in the
Yeah, that's awesome.
in this year. And also, I think the latest news is, yeah, I got a new award in this month. I got a magazine called Tatler. Tatler. I
Uh-huh.
I got select as the most influential voice Asia. Yeah,
Oh,
like
Miss, you
like
got
it's some.
award from the
It,
city. Most in. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
most influential voices Asia, something. It's yeah, I got this award in this month, so yeah, it's
Oh, that's
one
awesome.
of
That's
the good
amazing.
news. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank
you're
you.
doing incredible things, man.
And
So
yeah,
you got an award upcoming. Also, you're in the works of a documentary and a book of yeah. Though that's
yeah,
amazing stuff. I think this challenges in raising the bars, right? As a mentor, or a coach, a role model to show what's possible out there. And this all came from the streets of you learning breaking to becoming to what you are now. But you still keep raising the bars where you're trying this, you're trying the books. Storm Alien S made a book, right? And so it's like keep growing. Show the path that the street dance is becoming more evolved, more developed in different perspectives, if depending how much you want it, right? And so the more possibilities out there to grow and to show what we're doing to role model to the new generation, the youth, and what's possibility you can do out there. So that's good stuff. It's really good. I think a lot of us need to see that, and a lot of times that people will get inspired when they see someone do it, and they're like, oh, okay, now we can do it because you broke new challenges and you showed the world or your community of dancers, breakers, or whoever that you done it. So now it's possible. So yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you,
No, it's
thank you.
great. It's
Yeah,
great.
nothing impossible, and I think believe the process very important, and do the right thing. Do the right thing to the world. Yeah, very, very important. Always be kind, always be kind. Always, yeah, very important,
Awesome.
you know.
Heck yeah, man. Bojin, I want to thank you once again for getting the show. I want to slowly wrap it up here. Before I do, I want to do what's called a cipher round. But for the people that may not know you or trying to find you or follow you, where can they find you?
Um, they can find me Instagram, BBoy
Instagram.
Bojin,
Okay.
Yeah, Instagram. They can find me on Instagram. Yeah, I'm not like, I'm not usually. I mean, I'm not usually on the gram, but yeah, I love to post something I want to
Uh-huh.
post, and
Okay.
yeah, I like to share. I don't spend too much time on social media, but I love to share. I love to share. I am a person like uh, who is not usually be aware of anything happen on social media. Like
Hmm.
I don't watch, I don't watch what other people are doing. I,
Mm, right. Right.
yeah, I I focus myself and my family and my
Okay.
people. I spend time on them. I don't spend time on seeing many things on social media because now compare with back in the day, now it's too much. The information is too much. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really too
Yeah.
much. And sometimes you watch this, it's make you
Make it.
like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
not
You want me to
healthy.
believe
You know,
yeah.
in
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So and also people can find me on my website www.bboybojin.com. Yeah, I I think if you want to know I'm doing, what I was done, yeah, there are some information there, So yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, you can find you on Instagram, on your website, BBoyBojin.com. I'll link that all in the description below. Um, Before we close it off, wrap it up, you inspired me through this podcast talking to you, inspired me by your creativity, your organization, the stuff that we spoke about, right? Not only that, well, the inspirations from a breaker, B-boy, to going through challenges and events through throwing and or help organizing and communicating with like really big events where breaking barriers and how far you can take the scene to its level where our new our new generation will see and be like, okay, now breaking is getting somewhere more noticed, more exposed versus a street dance, so now we're getting into a different paving the wave, and so it's a beautiful thing to with you to be part of it, and so it's really cool, as mentioned, like some of your projects upcoming, your book, your documentary, which we should all look forward to watch and listen to, because I think that's really good stuff. Because as a b-boy breaker, that mindset of, oh, it's not hip hop, we're street, but yes, there's a rap saying that Pitbull was saying, or Pitbull, not Pitbull, guy, I think it was Jay-Z or somebody. He said, they rap they rap music not to stay on the streets, but they rap music to get out of the streets. And so kind of apply a lot of that to, I was like, oh, dancing, breakdancing, b-boy, breaking, dance overall. How can we do it and get out of the streets and actually make a living out of it, right? So it's definitely great stuff, good stuff, So
that's
yeah.
great one. That's what's up. That's what's up. People they should, yeah, that's what's up. I think those rappers, those
they are, I mean, we should get inspired by, sometimes by them, because like you just mentioned, I think this is the good mindset, We are from street and we do things because we try to out of the street, because
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if new generation they can image back in the day, you know, what this means,
Yeah.
but I mean, uh, like we can, like how we face those challenge back in the day, and this mindset, at this we can bring this to the next generation as a reference, and they,
Yeah. There you go.
like my kids, your kids, they probably don't need to face the challenge what we had before, but they
Yes.
can, like they can have the similar similar experience, or something uh we can deliver to them, and um they don't need to they don't need to suffer, they don't need to
Hmm.
suffer those struggle like what we had before, I don't know, but that's what I think, as a father, sometimes of course you wish your kids you wish your kids grow up as a man, but sometimes you also afraid then, if they got to through those challenges you've been before. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sharing,
Damn nice.
sharing experience, if they can, if they have other approach to, how to say, to not suffer, or like, I don't know, but I mean,
Right.
you are a father, so you know what I'm thinking. You
Yeah,
are a
some of the
father, so
struggles and
maybe you
stuff you've
can.
been through, you kind of show them, but they're you don't put them there, but you kind of show them to so they learn and teach some of the struggles, but then you kind of pave the wave
Yeah,
to
yeah. For example, like yeah. Like back, like for example, like you probably got some trouble, got in fight back in the day, so you want to share those experience and teach your kids. Okay, by this approach, maybe you can avoid those trouble or those fight, and become, like a better person. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
sometimes that's what we want to give it to the next generation, but maybe the new generation, they feel different, maybe they cannot understand, or they cannot realize, because what they are facing is different. It's a new,
Hmm.
like, it's a new era, so I don't know, I mean, sometimes, but all of this with good intention, so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Too
Heck
deep.
yeah, man. Yeah, we go deep too. Hopefully this inspires other people that are listening, that can take a lot of value into this podcast. And Bojin, you give a lot of value already. I think you give a great person to speak to. Also, a role model, coach, mentor, teacher. You're pretty much all the above, right? And breaking barriers down the road, and definitely want to see what's coming forward down the road. What you do, because yeah, it's great stuff. And speaking to you on this podcast gives me a better perspective of a person you are, right? Other than just seeing you on social media, on content, stuff like that. So that builds a lot of value of understanding and get a better idea of a person you are, because obviously you weren't grandfathered in, which is a slang, like you weren't grandfathered into big things, right? You started from the streets, as most street dancers, breakers, and coming up above and beyond, but through dance. And so amazing things. Yeah, for what advice would you give to someone that starts breaking, that wanted to learn breaking as a teacher?
You mean beginner? Beginner?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of vague a little bit. I mean that goes a lot to it. Yeah. Yeah, what advice would you give that someone wants to start breaking and wants to, let's say they want to be the next Olympian, and let's say they're someone that's starting, what advice would you give them?
For general, no matter what you do, it's for what you love. Do what you love. Love what you do. And for those beginners, I want to give you some strong advice, because you probably will meet some new challenges, because you are doing the new things of learning breaking, and start to reach this breaking community. Breaking is not easy, it's not easy to start, it's not like boxing, or it's not like some other sport, like you learn 1 day or 2 days or a week and you can do something. Breaking is not like that, So I will say never give up, never back down,
Oh,
because don't give up. Don't give up, because you are learning new move, because we all know we spend how many hours for learning windmill, and how many pants we have there, how many times you crush your hips, you're like, oh, like how many you got. So for beginner, never never give up, never back down, because sometimes it's tough, so never back down. And
wow.
for people who maybe break a while, few years, 2 years, 3 years, because street dance, hip hop culture, breaking, bring us confidence. But sometimes too much confidence, it become ego, it become arrogant, So I will say always, stay humble, but always fresh, and keep it real, because we are doing real things. We are doing real shit, Like what I say, it doesn't matter underground or commercial, but it's all real shit, So stay humble, always fresh, and keep it real, So basic, 3 levels. General, no matter what you do, is for what you love. And do what you love what you do. For beginner, never give up, never back down. For people who dance, 2 years, 3 years, or for a while, stay humble, always fresh, and keep it real. Wow, that's cool. That's what's up.
Fire, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah, 100%.
I just
No, that's great. As there's sayings out there, they call it cliche, where it's like never give up, never back down type of stuff, right? But it's the hard work that puts into it, and those sayings are quotes where they help you remember those inside the words to what it means. And so, yeah, definitely, no, that's really good stuff. Good stuff. I definitely want to tap into a lot of other things. I'm not sure how much time you got, but like some of the events that you have thrown. I guess let's keep a quick question. Is like, did you know it's gonna be big by visionary, or did you just over time it just got bigger and then bigger and better over the years when you're throwing the event?
Yeah, like what I just say many things is much more bigger than what I image. I never thought I will organize event, and never thought I organize event with the international level, and never thought I gonna organize, like I gonna lead breaking stable in Olympics. I never thought. I never like fight for all of this position. What I was doing and what I'm doing is always try doing my best and find solution regarding to all situations. Like back in the day, you never had the idea say like, okay, I gonna create a dance studio, and I gonna organize, even battle of the year. I never thought I gonna organize battle of the year, because when we were young, that was our dream, to get into battle of the year final. Then once you got national champion of battle of the year, then you go into the international stage. Then once you got there, you start to think, okay, you start to try to work hard. Okay, let's see if we can get, the champion of battle of the year final. Then you work hard and you try to work hard on it. Then in the end, okay, dream come true. You got good place in battle of the year final. Then suddenly you became the organizer of battle of the year Taiwan, and I will say also, even though I'm not organizing battle of the year Taiwan anymore, but I still want to say thank you to the founder of battle of the year, which is Thomas. Because of him, I start to get in touch with Youth Olympic Games. That was my start. That was my beginning of Olympics movement because of Thomas. So because of him, I start to work on Youth Olympic Games, and because Youth Olympic Games, because all of this dedication, I had the chance to work for the first world championship, the first world breaking championship in 2019. And these two milestones brought breaking into Paris 2024 breaking. Bro, like what I just said, when you do all of these things, or before you done, you never thought where you will achieve, So I never had idea, like I just, okay, I'm doing this. I'm gonna try my best to finish this, so working hard at that moment and living that moment, because sometimes you think too much and you expect too much, but you are missing what you are doing right now, So guys, you should focus on what you are doing right now and do it 100%, do it 200%. If you love it, if you love it, just go ahead. Yeah, so I think that's the key. That's the key. Very important, like I even, make this like like make this mindset as a tattoo on my arm. It's in Chinese. It's a 有心求柔，无意成钢. What it means is like we always chasing something very soft, like water, But at the end of the day, you never know. Water could be still, and water could be through a storm. You know what I mean? Water could be soft, could be hard, and it's also the mentality. Also, it's the philosophy of Bruce Lee. So be water, my friend. Water is strong.
Yeah.
So it's like you want to be. It's like, okay, you want to be soft like water, but you never. When you be water, you could also be a steel. So that's what I mean. Yeah, I just try to make it perfect. Then in the end, I achieved many things, which to myself, it's the same. Sometimes I can believe it's so many things I done, bro. Really, I can believe. I can believe. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you done a lot of great things, and I saw on YouTube actually you're in one of the TED Talks. TED Talk is one of like entrepreneurs, a lot of business owners, and they a lot of inspiration, right? I think I saw you did a performance on TED Talk, and which
Yeah.
is a good stage, which is they definitely branded the company and the TED Talk for inspiration, motivation. People have done things to speak on a stage, and you done that, and that's a great achievement for many of us that see it and like, oh wow, you're on it. That's cool, and you done it. So it's cool. It's good stuff. And
Thank
like
you.
you mentioned, you're saying that you done so many things, and looking back, because you put in your effort, you put in hard work to achieve one thing, and then the next, and it just slowly growing into more. Oh, I could do this. I can do this. Okay, let's do it. And so a lot of achievements growing within you, which is amazing. And that's where the role model happens, where we see things and expand our knowledge. Oh, starting from breaking, we can achieve all this if we want it down the road because it's been done. And I think you're still breaking barriers. I don't know. I'm not sure what's in your mindset down the road, but I think you're still doing a lot of great things, and just keep going at it. Like you mentioned, you said you're 43. I mean, I feel like maybe it seems old, but not old, right? Because you have so much growth and knowledge you want to grow. Like I'm 36, and I feel like I just started this. I started getting momentum, trying to build something for myself and hopefully the peers, and build value, inspire others and the youth to evolve what experience I've been through, to show what's possibility. Because I'm from Portland, Oregon, kind of a smaller town for breaking. The hip hop scene is not as big as California, big as Seattle. It's a little bit smaller circle, but sometimes I might not find the right answer in my town, but travel and expanding my mindset to see what's out there in the world helps me aim and grow my mindset, and possibilities are out there to see what's been done, see what's coming in the vision. Like you mentioned earlier, it's a lot bigger than what it is that moment.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like life is hard. But it's amazing also. So just training, always get ready. So training hard and get ready to face all of this challenges. And that's life. That's life. So, and I got some big award. Like
Oh, that's right.
I never imagined I can get those awards. So yeah. Like Tate, like many things. Like I just always doing my best and do the right thing. Yeah.
Man, cool, man. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other things I would like to speak, but I think we could be on here for hours. Just from like event organizing, all the events you throw on, kind of like story tell some of them, but these are all can be, like I don't know, a marathon. It could be like a 5 to 10 hour podcast talking, but we try and limit to, I think we done like an hour and a half ish, almost 2 hours already. I'm gonna slowly wrap it up, but definitely would love to get you on later down the road in the future. Possibly, I don't know, maybe one day I'll go travel Maybe we could do it live in person at Taipei BBoy City one. Maybe we'll see one year. Travel down there or something. We can link up stuff like that. So for me, to give you a little perspective on the podcast, a lot of this is currently virtual, but I do like live in person. It gives it more better video quality, better visuals and stuff. And many of us can do it too. What makes me to keep doing this is it's a lot of visionary and just am I going to do it, right? And so there's a lot of times I get they call it limited belief or imposter syndrome, where it's like in my mind, am I good enough to do this? Am I good enough to do this? It talks to me, right? I'm like, yeah, I see content, people doing this, but I think it just comes down if I'm really going to do it, right? And so I have a lot of ideas in my head, like you're mentioning. It's a lot bigger than what I see, or I see it, but it's a lot bigger than what I'm doing. So this whole thing is just one piece of platform, but there's a lot of other things I want to do, but it just takes the time to daily achievement, daily goals to get this done, and then before I move on. But yeah. I don't want to talk too much about it. A lot of things in my mind, but hopefully all that stuff will come to life. Just have to keep building. Yeah. So once again, hey, thank you for being on the podcast. I'm gonna probably wrap it up right here, but before we do, I like to do what's called a cipher round. Cipher, So not like breaking, but I'm gonna ask about 5 questions, and whatever on top of your head, your dome, you can answer. You ready for it?
Okay. I don't know what's that, but I'm
Cipher, yeah.
ready,
So
yeah.
you know cipher, right? Cipher, like break,
Yeah.
like a circle.
I
Cipher.
love Cypher.
So this is just a couple questions whatever we can think of. So like the first question, what is your favorite breaking move? Do you have a favorite dance move, break dance move, breaking move?
You mean my favorite or my signature?
Your favorite.
My favorite.
It could be a signature. If signatures are usually your favorite because your signature. But do you have a favorite move?
I have a favorite move, but I cannot do it.
Okay. Yeah. Then if you love it, like for me, it's flares. The flare. I love doing flares. I like watching flares. I'm not the best at it, but I enjoy it.
Okay. My favorite is air flare. Air flare.
Air
But
flares.
I can
Oh.
do. Yeah. I can do it. I can only do one, which is air trap.
Oh, okay.
But I cannot
Uh-huh.
not do air flare. But I'm still training, And this year I
Yeah.
trained for air flares and broken my arm. Yeah.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah.
no way. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it how you
Yeah.
land? Oh, man.
No, it's not. It's about how I start. How I start is not. How I start was not perfect. Was not perfect, and
Okay.
I trained too much. So I think my body was exhausting, and also due to those Olympics qualification, due to those tasks, those works. So maybe my body was not at good condition, But I keep training
Right.
every day, so that's why my arm was, like broken, Yeah, something like kind of broken, Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite song you like to dance to?
Favorite what?
Song? Music.
Oh, favorite
Song?
song? Okay, favorite
Yeah.
breaking song or whatever.
It could be whatever.
Oh, it could be whatever.
Whatever,
Okay.
or breaking. Yeah, just favorite song. When you hear it play, you're like, oh, I need to dance to this. Or, there. It could be very open, though, because it's a very big selection, right? So, I don't know. Is there,
Okay.
something that comes to your head?
Okay, if you say if it's a song like something if I hear I must dance, I will say okay.
Uh-huh.
Like immediately one song came from my brain, which is the Mexican. I love the
Ooh.
Mexican. I love the vibe. I love
Yeah.
the feeling. Like I'm the
Mm-hmm.
cowboy, or I'm a rider, and I'm going to like grab you with my technique. So the Mexican, I like it. I love it. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah. And which they played that in the finals of the Paris Olympics. So yeah, that's a
Well,
classic original song. Yeah.
that's up. That's set up.
Yeah.
And I'm my to myself. I love this setup. Because put the Mexican in the last battle. Like I was like, how to say, ghost star? How to say,
Goosebump.
goosebump. I was
Goosebump. Yeah. You're
even
yeah.
myself on the side. The final battle. I was like, oh, like even now, go goose star. Yeah, yeah. Because music in Olympic, that was the big story behind. That was a big
Ooh.
story behind music in
Yeah.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy we made it. I'm so happy we made it, and we really put those classic songs in Olympics. I was so happy. I'm so satisfied at this. The Mexican setup. Yeah, and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I want to give big shout out to all the DJs in Olympics. Yeah, DJ Flag, DJ Plus One, and also DJ Warm Up from France, who was working with me in the very, very beginning for those music track lists for Olympics. Yeah, so yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a whole nother content within it. Like, how did you get the music, the rights to play this and that and this? That's amazing stuff. Yeah, I was surprised. I was watching it, on the live stream and stuff, on I think like Peacock or NBC, watching it. And I was like, ooh, whoa, well, the music. Yeah, that's just definitely something to talk about. Like, that's amazing stuff, and it takes a lot of work and behind the scenes to get everything established. So thank you for that, and thank you for all the people that work in that. So yeah, dude, cool. Third question: Are you listening to any podcasts, books, audio books, reading anything currently?
I don't really listen podcasts, but I just finished another interview of podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good. That was Taiwanese podcast channel. And reading, I just finished reading a book.
Yeah.
I just finished reading a book. Yeah, I just
Okay.
feel
It
last
looks like
week.
you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm looking for the book because you want. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
because
cool. Show the visuals. People seen the book here. Also
I
on
don't.
YouTube, we get the video format through the YouTube, so we can see what's so we can see each other and see the. Yeah, if you had the book, yeah, it'd be sweet. What's it called?
I go to get a book now. It's okay.
Yeah,
I
go
take
for it.
1 minute.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, yeah, we got BBoy Bojin over here out in Taiwan. He's throwing amazing events. Amazing person. Speaking, getting a better perspective in this podcast. Man, BBoy Bojin. This is cool. This is great stuff. And the power of technology. It's we could be worldwide. I'm currently here, sitting in my home in Portland, Oregon. He's at home in Taiwan. Time difference. It's like 7:50 here a.m. Over there, I believe it's almost 10:50 p.m. So we're just working out. We're going worldwide on this, power of technology. This is amazing stuff. The storytelling, this podcast is amazing. There's a lot of growth that I want to bring it to certain levels, make it more established, make it more catered to the audience the value, perspective. I hope you get a lot of knowledge and value out of this. You can find this at Cypher on Instagram, CypherBeast_TV. Also on YouTube, CypherBeastTV. And there's a lot of things in the build up. It's just taking those daily achievements, like I said. He's currently getting his book right now.
Hey, sorry, I'm back.
Oh, you're good.
You know, like, I brought 4 books. Okay, so this is the book. This is the book
Oh, cool.
reading last week. Okay, yeah, it's Chinese, and
Is it a medical book or?
the title is it's a traditional book. It's like the title is say, do one thing which only you can achieve. You know.
Oh.
Because it's inspired me a lot. It inspired me a lot, and the book is talking about he is how to say that, he's a doctor of animal,
Okay.
and but big animal, not small animal, not dog. He's a doctor of cow.
Oh.
Of cow, like horse, and he created a new milk brand.
Really?
What kind of milk? The milk, each milk came from respective cow, not mix. You know what I mean?
Mm.
One bottle of milk came from one specific cow, not mix, not multiple, not multiple cows, and to put
In
together.
one bucket.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So he break the rule, change it again, which was inspire me, and he faced many challenge of those big milk company, and meanwhile he also takes care of those how to say farmer, not farmer, right?
Farm.
Like who he take care of those people who raise the cows.
Oh, he takes care of like the farmers that raise the cow.
Farmers, yeah. Meanwhile, because their life is not easy. So meanwhile, he take care of those farmers. So
Wow.
yeah. So very, very inspiring. Do one thing only you can achieve. So sometimes it's, I bought this book when I was doing Olympics. So sometimes
nice.
sometimes I think the same way, like how he thinks. So this book inspired me. And then also I want to recommend this book. I think I got sick. I got sick in the past year. At this, I got sick. Something like maybe when I figure out is recently. Recently I just figure out, okay, I probably got sick when I was doing Olympics movement qualification, like mental sick, something similar like depressed, maybe. So I watched this book. The title is saying the courage of hating, the courage of hating.
Courage.
And
okay.
I even recommend to my American friend because there is a English version, but I don't know. Let me see the book name. Yeah, because I recommend to my American friends. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, the courage to be disliked. The courage to be disliked.
Courage to be disliked.
Yeah,
Oh,
the courage to be disliked. Yeah, it's the philosophy of a famous psychologist.
psychologist. Okay.
Psychologist. Yeah, yeah. This one I recommend. This one. Yeah, really,
Really? Okay.
really,
I might have to check that out. Yeah.
really helpful to me. Like yeah, it was totally not easy for me in the past years. Yeah, and and also this recently look this pending
Oh,
book. Yeah, Dragon Ball.
that's
Yeah,
sweet.
like some history. Like some yeah. Because I also love to drawing. I love to draw. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was the designer before I started the dance studio. I was designer. Yeah. And now I'm reading this one. This is Kung Fu. This is Kung
Oh,
Fu. This is
cool.
about 八卦掌. Yeah. So now I'm reading this one. Yeah. So yeah.
Nice, nice.
I'm not the person who usually read, but I will
Uh-huh.
force myself to read because sometimes when you feel some how to say frustrating, right?
Frustrating. Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes when you feel frustrating from your life, then you read. You probably can get some inspiration from books. It's true. It's true. Take some other people's experience, thinkings, perspectives. Maybe it help you, to review yourself. Yeah. So
Yeah.
sometimes I read.
Dang, that's awesome, man. That's really good. I like it that you
That's good
enjoy
question.
reading and stuff, and so
That's good question.
yeah, yeah. Many of us as a, people have different interests. It's really cool to see as a dancer, as a b-boy breaker, and b-girl, what they like to do outside of the breaking too. The stuff. Keep bringing how can you apply things to make your form, and just different movements can really help make it different in a different perspective. But you bring it into the scene, into the breaking scene, or how would you apply it? So no, all that stuff. Yeah, I try to gather inspiration from everything, and combine. Awesome, man. Fourth question: do you like pineapple on pizza?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I don't hate, but I don't say I love it. But I'm
Okay.
okay. I eat pineapple pizza. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. It's a hate or love question. Some people, oh no, I hate it. Some people, oh yeah, I love it. And then yeah, like sometimes okay. So yeah, it's cool. And then last question, if you had a partner to enter a competition for a 2 versus 2, do you know who that partner would be?
Yeah, it's good question. I have some thinkings recently. Yeah. Yeah. There are two person. Like I want to enter 2 versus battle with them recently. One is from my crew. Is
Uh-huh.
he's like my student. My student. His name is BBoy Switch,
Switch. Oh, okay.
and yeah, he is very good at footwork. He before he creates some clips with like 1,000 kinds of footworks.
Oh, really?
Like
Okay.
different steps. Yeah, it's a little bit. Maybe it's a bit popular. Maybe. But yeah, I would like to enter 2 versus 2 with him. Probably footwork battle or something. And another one is the one who has the same age with me, and he's a Taiwanese b-boy. Yeah, he's same age like me, 43 years old. His name is BBoy Sam. BBoy Sam.
B-boy Sam. Okay.
Because he practice with me sometimes,
Okay.
and we share our life experience, because he also has two kids, two sons, and they are doing breaking as well, and they can do air phrase. Then his son can do air phrase. Then, and so yeah, I was thinking, okay, maybe one day I invite him to entry two versus two,
Yeah.
So yeah, good question. Yeah,
Nice.
two versus,
Nice. Yeah.
because I
That's cool.
had thinking recently, really, I really have something in my mind recently,
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. And question within a question. I mean, the cipher round's done. That was the last question of the cipher round. Awesome. It definitely, it's cool. Kind of lightning questions, kind of like, oh, what you can think of at the time. But we kind of brought a little storytelling within it, right? So, which is cool too. I had a question though. So you're at 43 years old. You're currently doing martial arts. You're still breaking. What drives you, or what makes you keep practicing? Because a lot of us, like here in the States, and like we're at 40, we're like, oh no, we're old. I'm not training no more. Maybe I'll just throw events, but they don't really train. But it looks like the by the looks of every social media, and you're already telling me now that you're still active, not just event planning, but you're still active in your physical by martial arts and breaking. What inspires you, or what brings you to keep doing that, to stay active?
Yeah, I think there is a fire in my body, and that fire is related with breaking battle, could be, or like this fighting, this fighting combat, and that fire was there since I was a child, like I told you, since I start to watch Dragon Ball, and my idol Bruce Lee, and back in the day when I was child, when I was teenager, every day I fight, every day I have some problem, I have some trouble. So that fire, continue in my body from my childhood until now. And I think the good thing is I control myself to make this fire positive, and that fire keeps me continue battle, no matter breaking battle or martial art battle, And another fact is I love music. I love music. Sometimes maybe you feel tired, you feel exhausting, especially after daily work. You feel too tired, you don't want train breaking, you don't want practice. But try to play the music, play music and play it louder, and play the music what you love. And this is the approach what I achieve. Sometimes I don't want practice, but I force myself. So I play my music. Then once I play the music, I feel, damn, I got so many energy. I want to rock this song. I want to dance. My body just follow the music, follow the flow. So this two, I think, keeps me continue, carry on. Also, the truth is, I love breaking. I love martial art. Those things, inspire me whole life. So I want to keep doing this until I am not available. So
right.
Yeah.
No, that's wow. No, that's amazing. The reason I asked that is like, getting older, right? There's a saying. It's like when you stop learning, you start dying. because you don't you're comfortable. You don't want to move. You don't want to learn this no more. You're just happy where you are, or you're just comfortable where you are. But yeah, like I mentioned, at my age, it's I am getting older, 36. I got kids and stuff, right? I could work and just be done, but I feel something fire in me as well to keep doing what I love. Back to breaking, I was like, I want to go travel more in podcast, right? And so like it just keeps fueling me more. And then I was like, okay, what's the next thing? What's the next thing in my head? But I had to finish one thing at a time until I can move on, right? But being at that age, 43, it's breaking barriers, breaking barriers. Like over freestyle, they got the 40 and over battles now, and it's just continuing to be more. It's good. No, it's good to being at that age. You're not finished. You just keep going. Who knows until, like you said, until you're not mobile, you can't you can't move no more, right? And you just keep pushing what you can. And I think just staying active and stuff, it's really good for the people listening and stuff. It does seem older, 43, 36, 40s. He's like, but I don't think. I think as long as you keep active, your body and stay in shape, you'll be okay. Yeah, you'll be good.
What in summary, age is just a number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%. Man, you make me want to go practice or go to the gym here soon.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, no, I've been trying to active as much as I can. Not just this. I've been breaking for a little bit too, and I haven't really competed in many big competitions like the Red Bulls or like actual. I my crew and stuff they're not as active as I am or competitively aspect as I am. So, I still want to train and there's still achievement and goals I want to fuel myself up and what the fire in me too. You man, no, you're definitely a lot of passion, a lot of inspiration. I could tell by talking to you. This is good stuff. This is good stuff, and thank you for your story, taking the time to do this. And then also one thing you mentioned as when you have kids and stuff, you want to stay active so you can play with your kids, be with your kids, not feel, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to move because this. But if you're active, you're ready to go. So we can find you BBoyBojin.com and also on Instagram we can find you there. And you're working on some projects coming up, documentary, you got a book, you got achievement. Achievement from the city. Man, you've done a lot of great things. Definitely looking forward what's coming on down the road with you and all your achievements. And thank you for that. And thank you for helping organize the events that are today. And man, definitely a lot of good knowledge that you put on this. And thank you for that.
No problem. You are welcome. Yeah, that was a good one. Good interview. That was a good one. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, awesome. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Probably close out and close it. We're probably done here shortly. Do you have any questions for me or anything?
No, not really. Not really. Just if you still need to do the second one, or you just let me know. Just let me know, because I love to do things perfectly.
Right. No, I think you did a great one on this podcast. I definitely, like I mentioned, want to try to maybe bring you on the show again, maybe down the road, maybe this time could be maybe in person or live or something like that. It'll be kind of cool, just so it's the different perspective, different area, different scenery. No, man, it's good stuff. Thank you once again. I think you dropped a lot of good knowledge and a lot of good nuggets, better understanding of who you are, about the competitions, about organizing. Man, this is a great one. A lot of good nuggets and golden stuff where you mentioned. So thank you once again.
Cool.
I'm gonna close it out right here. All description link below. Follow us on YouTube, Apple, Spotify to get the visual effect. Make sure you check it out on YouTube. I'm your host, 24/7, BBoy Bojin. Thank you once again. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Many of us growing up, we suppress it because of families or, we suppress that voice. We go into these schools, they suppress us, and hip hop is like, hell no.
You realize that you can do that with almost anybody in different communities. There's a really important part to maturity of yourself, and to have breaking be the vehicle for that is, in my case especially, immeasurable.